be live on YouTube. But yeah, I really, really want to catch your guys' streams. I want to change that real quick. Here we go. Just a funky little. Oh, I don't even have the name of it set up, do I? Or do I? Hopefully I do. Okay, so we're live on YouTube and Twitch. Thank you for joining me at midnight here in New York. Masterson, what is Doug? Doug, did you send me your remix or did Flip of Plan B send me his of yours? Because I know you two jumped in. We're going to do that next week, right? Did Schmitty or did Sewell talk about that at all? Okay, you sent me yours. Okay, great. I know he was having trouble finding yours at first, but I think he's got it. Again, like mine and Schmitty, they're two contrasting styles. I think you and him also. You're very compact, crowded, busy. He's got a lot of open space in his build, so it'll be interesting to see your two styles clash, both in his remix of yours and your remix of his. So that's going to be an interesting one to check out. I have most of those in, or a lot of them in anyway. I'm pretty far on mine. Right. I let him know it's Fresh 1X. I think he eventually found it. Now, what is on YouTube, LOL? I've lost something here. Oh, okay. You just do Twitch for now. It's easier to stream on Twitch. Okay. Gotcha. Will it be next Tuesday? Okay. I can do Tuesday. Yeah, I got so much going on. It's crazy. I have recording videos, and I want to get more going on with the retro gaming or the other games. I want to start doing Mario Maker games. I think that could be fun. We got the new game coming out. We're wrapping up the Ricky Davis League here. So you two are on. That's one of the reasons I kind of delayed. I put the starting now screen up is to let some people come in because I got to pick parks. I'm playing 2 road games. So I got Shady and Doug. You guys are my guys. Which who wants first? Who wants the first game? I'll do one of your stadiums for each game. Burt Garvey Park. Doug, you've got it. Yeah, I didn't know who'd be on at midnight. I did not want to start this game at midnight, but I want to get it done so we can wrap up this league and get it ready to go for 26 when it comes out. I want to start making guys sooner, which sucks because it feels like I just freaking made all these guys. No one joining the fun over on YouTube yet, but that's okay. All right. The screen's going here. How's everybody been? I don't know if I've spoken with you guys since the holidays. I hope you guys had a great holiday season. Hope you're having a good 2026 so far. Shady Gaming, do you have your remix stadium done? I saw Dadbod has a new one in here while I was looking for some of the stadiums I'm recording. It looked really good. Dadbod, ugh. I can't wait for you guys to see this next video. It's so freaking good, the stadiums in it. A few of them you've already seen because they were part of Sewell's challenges. Okay. I mentioned in the recording of my latest video, if you have your stadiums for the Stadium of the Year contest you picked out, email them to me. We are not going to go the route of stadium submission form. I don't want to clog that up. So let's email those to studio44ps@gmail.com. I'll write it down in the chat box here. Studio44ps@gmail.com. I'll throw it in. Over on YouTube, even though no one's there yet. I think I'm live on YouTube, right? Okay, we got 5 viewers. Hello, Bert Garvin. Here we go. Oh, okay, yeah, this is the one with the waterfalls. Okay. Now I'm in Texas. Does anyone Alexa, what's the altitude of Alexa, what's the altitude of Dallas, Texas? I told my brother if I played games in other people's stadiums that, yeah, this waterfall, I take it this is one of your submissions, Doug. Freaking amazing, this waterfall. The fact that it curves like that or bends like that. And then all these layers over here with the jet on it. Ugh. Amazing. And then this indented spot right here, indented and bedded in underground. I don't know what you want to call it. Oh, I will. I will, Shady. I got to utilize his thing more. He's so generous in letting, all of us, post our video links and all that stuff. So, Sewell's the man. Yeah. Great stadium to play in. Bert Garvin Field. And then Shady, be thinking of which one you want for yours. Or if you want, I'll just pick out of yours. I'd rather it be one I haven't seen yet. Or I have seen. Yeah. But this video I'm recording, guys, right now, some of the stadiums are amazing. 2 of them left me, like, literally speechless. I finished them not saying a word. A couple of them, it's their best stadiums I've seen from that particular creator. I need to make sure I pick a slot where they... That's my remix stadium so far of Jay Tangi's stadium. That building's not really supposed to be there. I got to finish that up. That's another thing that's keeping me occupied. Ugh. The problem is a little game called Skyward Sword. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. I finally got the Switch version of it because it's HD. My wife and I, we have so much fun playing Zelda games that pretty much all my free time where she's been home, we're on that damn Zelda game. She just got home tonight, so on days she works, I'm usually in here trying to record or live streaming or something. Everybody can hear me okay, right? There's no fan. Is there any fan noise? I'm always concerned about the fan. Schmitty, hey man, I saw you were on earlier. I was gonna duck in, but I was recording and I have to get it done. I got 53 stadiums in the queue now. It's a lot of stadiums, but it's only by like the same like 5 or 6 guys. You guys have been going nuts and making these amazing stadiums. I love it. All right, it's under Motor City. Now we can download the franchise and get going. Hacker Cop 180. Oh, dude, do you want a Kid Icarus Part 2? I mean, I beat the whole game. Do you want to see me go through it with all the stuff? I did say I was going to do that, did I? I can bust that out in here too. Hacker Cop 188. You have no idea how much it means to me that you popped in to say that. Are you a MLB The Show guy too? I get so excited when I see new faces. As much as I love my guys, Shady Gaming and Doug, who are at all kinds, and Schmitty, who are at all kinds of live premieres. And I get so excited when I see new blood. Tier, thank you for popping in. Yeah, I'd love to go back and play Kid Icarus. I definitely want to get that out of the way because I want to get back into Zelda because it's the 40th anniversary year. And February will be the actual anniversary of Zelda, the 40th. All right, so now I got to go back out, franchise mode, download from the crowd. Oh, okay. So are you a subscriber because of those, or are you a new subscriber because of the retro games? I'm not good enough for that, Shady Gaming. I'm just not good enough. Listen, I've said it before a million times. I've got to be the world's worst gamer who has a streaming channel. The only reason I have a streaming channel is because I'm showing people's stadiums. And that doesn't involve much gaming skill. But I'm pretty good at Zelda games and Grand Theft Auto and some of those retro games I've literally been playing for 40 years. But I'm just not good enough for speed runs. Plus, with Kid Icarus, I know there's like shortcuts, there's like glitches that you can use to hack your way through stuff. So the two Texas teams are battling it out, even though I'm really the Las Vegas Gamblers in the RDL. Which one, Zelda or Kid Icarus? Kid Icarus, like I said, I've been playing that game for 40 years, so I can, excuse me, even though I don't know the secret to the awesome Hacker Cop, well, I'm glad you're hopping in and joining us. Have you ever done anything with Stadium Creator before? I'm taking forever on stadiums right now. I've been so busy working at Unreal. Schmitty, you have no idea how much I can't wait to see your remix of my stadium, dude. I'm dying. It's sitting in my queue, but I haven't looked at it yet. I have played Kid Icarus Uprising Hacker Crop. I think I beat it, or Hacker Cop, I'm sorry. I think I beat it, but it was so long ago. And I went to buy another copy of it, and it was like, they're like wanting like 80, 90 bucks for it because it's hard to find, I guess. So I'm thinking about finding, I guess you're not supposed to say the word, but let's just say I'm looking for other ways to be able to play it. There we go. That's what I want. And then the pants, Road 1994. That's my favorite away look for the Astros. I like both those and the star. Let's go with the star. That's the blue gold I like. It's like what Brewers color should be, that yellow that they use sometimes without the white. I liked Kid Icarus Uprising. I think it's cool that they have like the old school, enemies that they look the same, but they're still a little 3D. I don't know what you're talking about, Shady. That doesn't sound like me. That doesn't sound like me at all. I have a Nintendo Switch. It doesn't have a Stadium Creator on it. Oh, okay. Yeah, PS4, PS5. PS4 does not have it. Only PS5 and the latest Xbox. Shady Gaming, Schmitty's chatting with you saying, oh, you're streaming Friday? You're going to build a stadium. Or no, you are, Schmitty. Okay, I'm dying to run into a... I peeked in a little bit of Carmen's dad, but he wasn't playing baseball. All right, I got to find your Bert Garvin here. This is so cool. I wasn't expecting anybody on at midnight on a Wednesday, but it's kind of an easy week for me at school. It's a testing week. So today and yesterday, the only people in the building were kids testing, and I didn't have to proctor any of the tests. So I just had a day where I could do like report cards and stuff like that. So I want him at first. I want Bucky in left. I want DJ DH in. I'll give those guys a day off later. All right. Oh, Shady's building you a stadium. Okay. Do you talk a lot when you stream, Shady, or are you just one of those guys who just builds and let the gaming talk for you? I'm a blabbermouth. I can't shut the hell up. Yes, the RDL Hacker Cop is a fictional roster. My brother and I have been using a lot of the same players for, again, 40-some years. When the original Nintendo came out, you could buy a game called Baseball, 1985. The teams are based on real teams, their color schemes and stuff, but they had no name, and there's no players. I mean, they don't even show a lineup. Just one guy hits after another, and they all look the same. So my brother and his best friend made up a bunch of guys. And for whatever reason, we've just been playing with them for 40 years. Most of them from that original game. And then we borrowed from Bases Loaded way back in the day. We borrowed from this game because when we first got this game, we realized if you simmed in a franchise mode to like the year 2060, all the real players would retire and they had to replace those players with fictional players. So we would plug our players into those fictional rosters. Shit, it's looking at strike three. We would, mix in our guys with the fictional rosters, and then when players gave us a hard time, or if we saw that they were like leading the league in home runs or something like that, we would adopt those players and keep them in the Ricky Davis League. There's guys like Guillermo Vasquez, my third baseman, my DH, Twan Rosen, Adam Cullen, Bucky Crozier. A lot of these guys are from like the first time we ever played this, which was 2008, and did a complete season. Carlos Padilla, Willie Gomez. A lot of these guys are from the first season. My lefty setup guy is Marshall Bryant. He's from the second season. Eric Morgan is from the second season. This is a team of mixed guys. We'll probably keep that guy, Jackie. I forgot what his last name was. But, man, we've had so much fun playing this. My dream is to have online franchise or an online custom league where we can create our own players and use those custom rosters instead of real players. Because there used to be a time where you could do that. That way, me and my brother can play each other online because we can't stand playing each other using the same TV. It's just blah. And then once that happens, I would love to do a version of the Ricky Davis League where we draft players and play against each other. I think it could be so fun. Even if it takes forever, even if we don't finish the league, just kind of, trade guys back and forth. Wayne Pace and Steve Stewart currently in my franchise now. Yeah, Doug, I remember uploading them for you. Wayne Pace is from Dick Bases Loaded. Dylan Clark. This guy, I think, is from Bacon's fictional roster. Whoops. I should have just tapped out the... I'm not paying enough attention. I'm chatting to you guys. I'm so excited. It's kind of time-consuming to create a fictional roster, but it is worth it. Dude, you have no idea. I only have... my brother's team and mine, they're the only two full teams of all fictional players. And then there's like 4 or 5. Get it right! Saved the run right there. Nicely done. But there's 4 or 5 teams that we call the mainstream teams that are supposed to be our biggest competition. New York, LA, Chicago, and the Oakland area, the Bay Area. We call them San Jose. San Jose Wizard, the Chicago Hitmen. Go foul, go foul, go foul. Chicago Hitmen and the Brooklyn Bomb Squad. They have starters and some bench. 5-star. Oh, look at the back there. Using that window. But they have the full starting 5, a couple of bullpen guys, and a closer. Here's Bucky Crozier. He's one of those guys who we simmed. He won the MVP in the league that Mark and I were not playing in that year. And we looked at his numbers, and they were crazy. Batting average and power. So he's one of the better all-around players in the league now. I've had him on and off, mostly off. But the last couple of years, I've had him quite a bit. I own the league with this guy. He's been on a tear lately, too. But, yeah, going back to what you were saying, Hacker Cop, it does take a long time to create our guys. But usually by the time I'm done creating all of our guys, someone else has a fully fictional roster out. And I can either look it up online or run into it in the vault, and then we just plug our guys into that. And I'm not looking forward to doing it again so fast with such a turnaround because I only got this going, August, September? When normally we do it right when the new game comes out. So I got to get on myself. Maybe streaming it live will help. But I want to find other guys with fictional rosters to, send them my way so we can adopt them into to this league. Frankie Q gave me a couple way back. Not way back. I think last year we used them. So do you guys agree on attributes for the guys, or how does that work? Are you ready for this? I can show you. Are you ready for this? We kind of agreed on everybody's stats, everybody's attributes. And then one year I finally said, fuck it. Because I would make all the guys their batting stances, their numbers, all of that stuff. And then Mark would go through and put their attributes in. Finally, one year I said, I'm just going to record them all. So this is every single player that's in the Ricky Davis League in alphabetical order. So since this database was created, this has been everybody's attributes. So this is what I go in and look at when I'm creating players. And then over here is every single pitcher. Not as many pitchers, obviously, but they're a little bit more tedious because you have to deal with what kind of pitches they throw and attributes for each pitch. So, yeah, quite a lot. Let's see, about 107 pitchers. Brent Woodard, I don't think I made him this year. I don't think I made Trey Watkins either. Sometimes guys get left out, and I notice them later. Let me see. So about 110 players or 110 pitchers. And 145 or so, because I have like some of these are the stats themselves for the category. So yeah, that's how we agree on the attributes. Are they really? Oh boy. Doug, listen, we've been doing it for 40 years, man. And it's been just MLB The Show since 2009. When it first started with the original baseball, we used to use Baseball Stars, Baseball Simulator 1000. What else? Hardball we used quite a bit, but not many did we actually finish. We finished Hardball, the Hardball for the PlayStation 1. And Ryan Hull, who is now, well, I don't think he's on my brother's team anymore. Power hitting, clutch hitting, left-handed bat, power guy, best defending third baseman in the league, hit a grand slam, a walk-off grand slam to win the World Series against Mark. That was like 2001, 2. That was like one of the only leagues we ever finished. We never finished Baseball Stars. We never finished Baseball Simulator 1000 because it's always like, oh, let's start over. We were kids. But ever since this league, we pretty much finish every league, at least the regular season. Sometimes we don't play the playoffs because once one of us is out, we don't care enough, especially if I'm out. Mark doesn't tend to play the World Series as much as I do, but I think I've won like the last 2 or 3 World Series. My teams are always way better than his, because he's so much better at games than me. So, I mean, he has all these freaking amazing stats and he has always these better records with lesser teams. So then the way we do it is whoever's the home team when we're playing each other gets to play the majority of the games of that series. So if Mark and I are playing a 3-game series at my stadium, I'll play 2 against the computer as his team, and he'll play 1 against the computer as my team. And then when I'm at his stadium, he'll play 2 against my computer, and I'll play 1 against his computer. And then we do the same thing for the playoffs. And that's why it sucks. If we could only play exhibition games. If we could play exhibition games in this game with fictional rosters, we could play against each other online in an exhibition game and then sim it to the way it should work out in the actual league. And I think that would be, the more fair way to do it. We've had times where we would play, because the problem is neither one of us like to pitch from behind the plate. We tried it once where whoever was home got to pitch from behind the plate, and the person on the road had to hit from the pitcher's view, and that's tough. So I don't know a solution until they find a way where I can play online against my brother with fictional teams or fictional players. Oh, let me see. I do too, Schmitty. I use them quite a bit. The late '90s, earlys. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I picked the Astros. They're a tough team to use because A, I hate the Astros after the whole cheating scandal, and B, they have a lot of retired numbers that throw off my guys' roster. So when we do leagues where we don't actually take the time to create all the teams, I like to pick teams that have a good stadium, good uniforms, and not a lot of retired numbers. So the Washington Nationals are a popular choice. The Marlins are a popular choice. My brother right now is the Blue Jays. The Rockies are a good choice. The problem is with Rockies, you hit so many home runs that we've agreed that neither one of us can be the Rockies anymore. Because the elevation just plays so much. Oh, you guys got so much to say. I'm missing it all. Pop time. Baseball stars was my shit. Yeah, we love baseball stars. One of the things we wanted to do was create an RDL channel. And I just don't know if I can talk Mark into getting into it and playing as much as we need to play to make it get bigger. Baseball stars was my shit because we wanted to go back and play some RDL games, make all the guys on Baseball Stars. I have All-Star Baseball 2003 for the GameCube all set to play on my Wii. I even started making guys. So we would love to play those games. We're going to do a Dusty Diamonds All-Star League World Series against each other. We're going to draft our teams live and then play the games. MVP Baseball forever be the best overall MLB game of all time. I think we used MVP Baseball once. We made a lot of players. I think for that, we created every single player. We had so much fun, but we were like going bonkers. We were like sleep deprived. We started naming players after my nephews, and we were like naming them Harry Potter characters and stuff just because we were running out of names. If we get the Silent Night franchise with all the customization teams, players, etc., I'm in 100%. I'll make all the fictional movie baseball players from Sandlot to Major Leagues to add to the league. That could be fun. Hacker Time says, it's kind of time consuming to create fictional roster, but it's worth it. I have a Pirates franchise, and I'm still trying to finish it. Approaching September in that at the moment. Yeah, that's where we are. We're like mid-September right now, so we're almost done. That is cool. Great tip learned using random name generation and then using RNG to create the numerical attribute sets. Yeah, a lot of it you can randomize, so that does help too. Yeah, it does take time. Like I said, I'm not looking forward to jumping right back into it in a month and a half or so. Actually, it's about 2 months, right? The new game will come out. But I want to get right at it this year. Mark wanted to start over within this game. And I don't know if I want to do that now, just because it keeps getting so late. We were off to such a good start. Get down, ball. Get down, ball. We were off to such a good start. We were flying through this game, and then there was a time around the All-Star break where we got jammed up, and then the holidays came, and we got jammed up a little bit, but we'll see. Because if I make the guys on 25, or make all the teams on 25, then I'm going to have to turn around and make them again on 26. What I would love, they need a franchise mode. You guys have heard me say this before. We need to be able to make teams, uniforms, all of that in its own mode, not part of franchise. That way we could upload the teams just like we would the roster logos and the rosters and the sliders and all that stuff. And then we wouldn't have to create it every single year. We could tweak it. Yeah, Stevie. Base knock up the middle to make it 2-0. Yeah, they do, Shady Gaming. When are you going to be on live soon? Schmitty, is that what he said? Is that right? You're going to be on live Friday? I'll try to peek in. Fridays I usually go. Oh no, this Friday's poker night. I can probably have you on in the headphones while I'm playing poker. Normally we play the first Friday of every month, but we've been mixing it up lately because we're missing a lot of guys in the summer. So we're doubling up on some of these winter nights or these winter months so we can skip July and August. So we played a couple weeks ago, and then we're going to play Friday, and then I think 2 in April again. Expansion options. I agree, Hacker Cop. Hacker Cop. That would be amazing because then you wouldn't have any retired numbers that you got to worry about. Oh, that was a fair ball. Wow. Ricky Davis is hitting 382, leading the league in hitting. We usually have guys above 400, but this game's a little bit harder to hit. How close was that to being a foul ball? Damn close. I say this all the time. I bet MLB wishes they had this replay feature where they could look at any angle at any speed. Look at that. On the line. Saw the chalk pop up. Friday, like 3 to 4. Ugh, that's usually nap time for poker, dude. I'm going to try. I drive home from work, take a nap because I want to be rested for poker. Because if you're going to win that tournament, you're there till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I haven't won since I won the finale in 23. I haven't won a tournament. I've taken third a couple times. Uh-oh. Hit hard in the gap. That's going to score at least a run. But I need to hit, man. My pitching hasn't been great. Because I sim a lot to get games going, and I find that you give up a lot of runs. But I've given up plenty on my own when I'm actually pitching. Dome retractable roof would be a great idea. Hacker Cop. Are you the person who left the comment on my Kid Icarus video? Because I saw someone did. Are you going to play anymore? I do want to get on and play the whole way through because it's so much more fun playing Kid Icarus when you have all the tools. But you don't get all the tools until, like, the game's almost over. But luckily you can go back through and play it all through. On the 3DS version, you can't do that. When you beat the game, they take everything away from you, and you start from scratch, which is BS. And that's especially tough because I would really like to play that more because I have it on my 3DS. And it's cool to see the little backgrounds that they've put in there. You know, I've been playing the game for 40 years, and it looks so dull. But they put all these cool 3D graphics in the background. Jackie Phillips, this guy is a rookie, at least to the RDL. And Mark had him at some point during the season. And he's a good center fielder, so I'll probably grab his attributes and put him in the newer versions of RDL. My third baseman, Adrian Soriano, is new from last year, and my center fielder, Rory Dixon, is new this year. How tall is that pitcher? I do not know. Connor Rasmussen. Uh-oh. Go get it, Rory. Oh. He missed it. How close did he come? Jackie Phillips, man, he can ball. Well, that's not a good angle. Yeah, I was not planning on going live today. But I just finished recording and realized I had to play my games anyway. It's like, why not? Oh, you're a little too far to the right there, buddy. Woo! Well, good hustle. Uprising is my favorite. Only Zelda game I played was Wind Waker and Link Between Worlds. Link Between Worlds is fun. I want to play that again. My problem with, hey, Mark, what's up? Mark Stevens, ladies and gentlemen. Dude, I just recorded your stadium. Mark's like, I didn't like this build, so I kind of gave up on it. I guess it turned out all right after I went in and played with it some more, and it turns out it's fantastic. You son of a... But yeah, this next video, guys, this extravaganza I'm recording right now, so good. First 2/3 are recorded. Skyward Sword is fun. Hacker Cop. They're all the same basic premise until you get to Wind Waker, or not Wind Waker, Breath of Wild and Breath of Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Skyward Sword is the one we're playing right now. They re-released the HD, and even though like the motion controls, because it was originally made for the Wii and the Wii U, they're incredibly annoying at times because the motion controls never work 100% how they're supposed to. But it's still so much fun. My wife and I have so much fun, and I'm trying to find a way to play some of the portable versions on the TV so my wife can help me again. I'll never play a Zelda game alone again because me and my wife have so much fun, and we argue and banter, and I told her I wanted to get her to stream with me because I think it would be fun. But we're pretty far. Oh, he booted it. We're pretty far on Skyward Sword right now. She got it for me for Christmas. She's my man in the chair. She's my guy in the chair. My girl in the chair. She'll look stuff up for me if we get desperate enough. She helps me remember stuff. She helps me solve puzzles and reminds me that, hey, your health's running low, you better fill up, that kind of thing when I'm fighting bosses. Which stadium, Mark, was it? Or Shady? Yeah, I saw he was on right when I got on to get live after I recorded. It said that he was just on. I was like, well, shit. He often texts me when he's going live, but he didn't today. Okay. I haven't. They're not turn-based, are they? I can't stand turn-based games. I tried to play Stick of Truth, Zelda, or South Park, because I love South Park so much, but I just couldn't do it. It was terrible. I got to fast forward here, fellas. I can't be up till 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to fast forward pitching, even though it'll probably end up biting me in the ass. But that's okay, because it makes the games more interesting. Julio, your wind-up is killing me, bro. Is it turn-based or is it not? I might be able to get into it if it's not. Oh, I hate turn-based. Attack, heal. Magic spell. My nephew from Respect to Pick, he loves Pokemon. Ugh. Like, why do you like that dogfighting game? Oh, Purgatory Park. Okay, yeah, that's in my queue. Mark, did you judge last year, Mark Stevens? I think you judged. You were one of the 8 marks we had, right? Oh, what the hell am I swinging at? This is Twan Rosen. He's one of those simmed created guys. in the very first league we ever made. I don't know why I even bother doing some of the dumb little details. You never see them. Some of them behind home plate and outside of the stadium especially, but yeah, I tend to not focus on those, although sometimes I just can't help myself. Like the ballpark at the Moonshot Casino, I faced it off with that one building and put rocks to hide the building that I use for windows in left field. Pokemon competitively, huh? It's crazy. I know how popular it is. Pokemon Go. I remember we were at the Hall of Fame with my brother and his kids, and we're in awe of the baseball stuff that's in there, and he's running around trying to find Pokemon. Pokemon Go. Wind Waker was fun, especially the HD version that they put out for the Wii U, I think it was, and you could skip some of the sailing. The sailing was very tedious and long and boring, so I'm glad they found a shortcut to that. Yeah, last I knew, Murph wanted to judge. The stadium he sent me, though, that I just recorded, I think Sewell showed it either in a live stream or in one of his stadiums that I almost said it again. Stadiums that inspire streams. He said that it was one of the favorite ones that Murph ever did. And there's one feature in particular that's just amazing. Absolutely breathtaking. I was in online tournaments back then, but I don't like Pokemon today. I obviously like the older games, especially on DS. Yeah, like some of those DS versions are like considered some of the best Pokemon games ever, right? Like Gold and Sapphire and Pearl or whatever the hell they are. Okay, so Mark was a judge. I thought I remember that. Yeah, they had you, Dad Bod, Low Gear Man, and my brother, all named Mark. And I can't think if there's any more. I think there was another one. It's not. I'll have to pull up the video because I had them all listed at one point. Oh, they scored another run. Uh-oh, bringing in the lefty to face the big DJ Jackson. Is that before your time or after your time? I'm an old fogey. So, I was there with the OG Nintendo. I was young, but I was around. I was like 8 when the first Zelda came out. I got one more stadium left up my sleeve for the top finish. Laughed my ass off. I believe Murph is a judge this time around. I was a judge last year. It's a purgatory making you want to just waste the time. You'll never see them. DS era. Okay, wow, so you are young. I was in college. I remember when I would have long breaks. DJ Jackson, did he get enough? Yes, he did. A wall scraper going oppo. He's a swing and miss guy. Edwin Encarnacion. Or Cecil Fielder. Or Rob Deere. Oh, look at the steps using the escalator. Nice. I swing at the first pitch way too much. You can't decide on a stadium, huh? You know my favorite of yours. But I can imagine it's hard to pick. I'm not going to enter one this year either. I'm going to judge. Hacker Cop, if you're interested, now that I've seen you in here and you made a few comments, maybe I'll offer you a judging role. Would you be interested in judging for the Stadium of the Year contest. I need people that I've seen on streams before and in premieres. People I know who aren't bots just coming in to, boost their buddies' Stadium of the Year candidacy winner chances. There you go. Swing to the first pitch again. 1 out. Top of the 6th. 5-2. What the hell am I swinging at? Xenoblade Chronicles is an awesome game you got to check out. Definitely not turn-based. Okay, I think I've heard of those. Is it a PlayStation or... Ray Cleaver's 4 for 5 so far. Or is it 3 for 4? No matter which one, they'll get stamp number 1. Yeah, Mark Stevens got some crazy builds. And it, came out of nowhere. He was at all these live streams and sending pictures of himself in a Studio 44 shirt in Oakland and stuff like that, but had never sent a stadium in. So he, sends in a stadium, and he's like, oh, go easy on me. It's my first one I've ever sent in. And it's, one of the best frickin' stadiums I've ever seen. Which is why I thought the one you sent me was called Purgatory Park. Is this a newer version, or did you just name more than one stadium Purgatory Park? Or maybe I'm just not remembering correctly. Xenoblade is on Nintendo. Okay. I can be a judge. Oh, that's true. Well, you could always go by the videos, Hacker Cop. It takes a little bit of a commitment, and, I don't, have anything to offer the judges. So anybody who comes in would be greatly appreciated. I would, you'd have to check out the videos real quick. I'm gonna do this huge stream, Sewell and I, if we can get it where he can hear the phone-ins. I've done 2 or 3 different streams where the creators of the stadium actually call the channel and you can hear them talk on the stream. But Sewell is coming in remotely, so I don't know if there's a way to make that work for him or not. I think we can, but we'll have to see. Darrell, what's up, buddy? I'm sending you, Ray. You got them wheels. Metroid is fun. You know what? One thing I was thinking about doing, Hacker Cop? I was thinking about playing some of those old school games live and saying, hey, help me beat these games. Oh, Bucky. I think that one's gone, fellas. Did it make it to the down in? Wow, Bucky's got a pretty stroke, man. He's been on fire. He hit a huge home run in the last game I won. Buck hit one of the most famous, actually, he hit the most famous home run in Ricky Davis League history on Studio 44 anyway, in that game in Fiserv Stadium. Previous play. If you're interested in checking it out, I think it's called Crazy Finish in Hawaii or Honolulu, because that's where Fiserv Stadium was located. I was down 3 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Or was I down 2? I think I was down 2. And Bucky hit a 3-run shot to take the lead. Did he make it in? Bounce over that wall. Bounce over. Oh, it didn't go in. But he hit a 3-run shot to take the lead. And then I brought Rich Murray in, and I was talking all this shit. I was saying Rich Murray is so good, he makes Mariano Rivera look like Anthony Rizzo coming in to pitch when the Cubs are down 80 runs. And Rich Murray gave up a fucking home run 2 batters later to tie the game, and I had to win in extra innings. But he's got a bunch of blown saves this year. His ERA's over 2. I can't remember the last time his ERA was over 1. I'll let you know, Hacker Cop. If you want, if you're at all interested and you're not committed by doing this, and ask any of these guys. I do not bother people, unless I need to with email. Email me at that email address, studio44ps@gmail.com. I'll type it in again. Email me just to give me your email address, and that way I can get in touch with you easier. And again, if you're not interested when I contact you again, it's no big deal. I'm going to post again in our chat box because I have decided this is the route we're going to take to enter your stadiums, not the stadium submission form. So email your 3 stadiums, if you have them, to studio44ps@gmail.com. So, Hacker, have you subscribed to the channel, I hope? You have no idea how excited I get when new guys show up. Those 2 are definitely going to give you a run, but I don't see the best part. Everyone here had their own spin on Wave. I can't wait to see everybody's remix. Oh, Mark says you loved it. Good. I'm glad, because that's an idea I came up with way back at the end of the 23 version of the game, but it never really took off. Oh, that's right. Rizzo did strike out Freeman. Doug, you made it. Yeah, literally just up. Oh, great. Thanks, Hacker Cop. So was that you? Did you comment on the Kid Icarus video? Because I know someone did. One person did. Nope, that wasn't live. Yep, it was you. Okay, great. You know what, Hacker Cop? Lately, I've been going up and down between 176 and 177. I'm 177 for a couple of weeks, and then I'm back down to 176 or 1,076, 71, 77, blah, 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 blah. I can't get out of. I've been in the 60s and the 70s for like months. It seems like. Okay, let me get this back to where it was. Okay, I'm on the stream. Okay, yeah, and like I said, if you're even the slightest bit interested right now, email that address. Let me know who you are in the email, and then I'll throw it out to you again in a month or two, or no, a month, because that's when we're going to be streaming or getting ready to do the contest. And if you decide you're not in, no big deal. If you decide you're in, then I have your contact info. 6, 7. It does end up being between 6 and 7, doesn't it? Well, this is great. This has been a fun stream so far. I didn't know how many to expect at 1 a.m. on a Thursday or Wednesday. Kids are back for me tomorrow. Oh, there's Bucky's Blast. Darrell, how have you been, boss? Are you going to join the contest this year? If not, you'd be a good candidate to judge, too. You haven't sent as many stadiums to me this year. I mean, a lot of people haven't, just because they're so disappointed with the tool being so crap. There were some big names I was thinking of the other day. I did hear from someone. I just recorded their stadium for the next video. Someone we haven't heard from in a while, so that's good. Your skyline's good, Doug. Willie Reynolds just keeps popping them balls into left center field. Oh, they finally get Ray Cleavers out. Rory Dixon hit a monster shot the other day. Oh, no, Jackie's number 40, Jackie Phillips. Sewell does most of the challenges. Hacker Cop, Sewell 21. I don't know if you're subscribed to him or not. He's another stadium creator guy. He he's been doing a lot of the challenges. The Stadium of the Year last year kind of traumatized me a little bit into not doing challenges, but he's been doing them in a way where it's like it's not a contest. Everybody just kind of has the same theme for a build, and they submit their stadiums, and there's no winner, there's no losers. It's just fun, to see what everybody comes up with. And I think he has done a minor league one. I think the first one was a minor league, right, fellas? At least the first one that aren't part of a contest. Like, I know when he was doing the big episode videos, the contest, he would like whittle it down to a winner, and he would vote and all that stuff. I should probably get some bullpen guys. Oh, it's 10-2 now. Ish. Maybe I don't need anybody. This is Roger Parra. I have no idea who this guy is. He's just a minor league call-up for September. Wait, maybe I better sit him down. I got the two bums coming in soon. My third starter has been hurt for like a month and a half. He's supposed to be coming back pretty soon, hopefully right before the playoffs. C.J. Skinner. C.J. Skinner and Connor Rasmussen were both pitchers for the Yankees on one Ricky Davis League roster that we used. And I'm a Yankee fan, so every time you pull up a roster, it starts with your favorite team. So I used to see these guys all the time, and finally I said, you know what? I might as well just keep these guys. I want to say it was Bacon's roster, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure Dylan Clark was too. And Eric Borowski, though I changed Eric Borowski's last name, I don't remember what it really was. Some of the guys, if we like their stances and like their first or last name, we have a rule where you can change either name, but it has to be the same letter. So if it's Connor Rasmussen and you want to change his first name, it has to be a name that starts with C. Or if you don't like Rasmussen, you have to change it to a name that starts with R. But yeah, the college one is a good one, Hacker Cop, especially since next year they're adding more colleges, right, for the Road to the Show stuff. Willie throwing against his body to get the lead runner. Phil, you can now use players off the lovely ladies from Baseball Stars. That's true. That's funny. We used to play the lovely ladies a lot for the main reason of they were not the best team, so they were easy to beat. But because they were girls, they drew a lot of attendance. So you made a lot of money for your team so you could edit guys and, make them better. Do you remember the code, Doug? There's two of them. There's what is a Wren, and what was the other one? What is a Wren gave you more money to start with, right? Or better players. And then the other one was when isn't it, right? And the answer is when it is. There's a menu of options that you had when you're making a game. So if you move to the options in a certain direction and landed on the final one, it would ask you a question and you had to answer it, and then it would it was like down, right, back, left, down, all the way, and then right once, and then up one or two. It's like up, down, left, right, BA start. I'll always remember that for the rest of my life. How about the code to Mike Tyson? Does anybody know the code to get to Mike Tyson? Mark Stevens knowing baseball stars. Anybody Mike Tyson? Boom. 007-373-5963 will take you right to Mike Tyson. I, Doug, can proudly say I have beat Mike Tyson, but I cheated. I don't know how many of you have a Switch and access to the old school games on the Switch, but you can literally rewind. And Mike Tyson, whenever he would knock me down, I would just rewind it and dodge the punch. So that's the only way I've ever beat Mike Tyson's Punch Out. I've only beat Macho Man once. Macho Man, him and Soda Popinski, they have the same build and the same fighting style, and they kill me. There's like 4 or 5 guys after Soda Popinski whose asses I kick, but Soda Popinski always wipes up the floor with me. Oh, I cheated, Shady Gaming. I'm not going to come out here and say, oh, yeah, I beat Mike Tyson's Punch Out. I've never seen the joy in cheating for bragging rights. I could see why you would cheat if it meant, you were going to win the World Series, or if you're going to win some kind of, contract bonus or, something like that. But to cheat for bragging rights, I just don't get it. No, that's the code for Mike Tyson's Punch Out. If you want to go straight to Mike Tyson, punch in that code. 007-373-5963. I've scored a lot of runs, hit 2 bombs in the stadium. That's fun. Last couple times I feel like the games were boring. I've only got to Mike naturally once. Because like I said, I only beat Macho Man once. And that wasn't until I was an adult. I never beat it when I was a kid. And I didn't cheat the time I beat Macho Man. I did not cheat. I got to get this guy out of here. Let's go. Let's see. Left. With Dylan Clark coming in, I better bring in the righty. Dylan Clark will use and abuse left-handed pitching. Spencer Thigpen. I got him because he misses bats. Doesn't have a lot of stamina, nothing else great, but he misses bats. Let's see. Let's get some subs in there, some guys. Who was it? I know Twan was hurting. We can get Finich in there. And I know Adrian was hurting. We can get Sean Andrews in there. I always like to take... What's happening? Oh, I threw a pitch. Oops, not that one. Let's get Stewart out of there. Bucky will have plenty of time to DH, so we don't need to worry about him. Let's get Dixon out of there. All right. I don't know if you guys play this, play games a lot or franchise mode or anything, but subbing players in games like this really does help with their fatigue. Give them that extra inning off, whatever. Really helps. What am I doing? I want to play the 9th inning, not this one. Oh, shit. I hope I don't miss another at-bat with Stewart. I think the most disappointing thing was that Baseball Stars 2 is not as good as the first because I had like super high hopes for it. I know, right? Like the gameplay and all that was just the same. But like it didn't have fictional players, right? I think it did. It keep track of stats like the first one did. I have played Mike Tyson or Punch Out for the Wii Hacker Cop. I love it. I'm not very good at it, but I love it. I when I first got it way back in 08, 09, whenever it came out, it was like one of the first games I ever played on my first flat screen TV. I beat it all the way through, and then you play through again of the harder guys, and I only got through a couple fighters there, and I couldn't do it. And then you watch these guys play it online, and it's like so easy to them to just nail these guys when, because normally I only punch guys after they've thrown a punch and missed. Obviously, there's some, times where you take advantage of like a pause or whatever, or they're showboating or something, and you get a star when you punch them. But these guys just seem like every pitch or every punch they throw lands. Always need Jimmy Dugan for the League of Their Own. So when I would create my own movie roster, would that technically mean Kevin Costner would have 2 to 3 players? Because of Bull Durham, Field of Dreams? Well, he wasn't a player in Field of Dreams. But yeah, for the love of the game, he threw a freaking perfect game. Bull Durham, he made it to the show, but he obviously wasn't good enough to stick around too long. Crash Davis. No, I didn't get to DK, the final boss. Nope. Who was the last guy in that? Sandman? I beat Sandman, and then I only got through a couple guys the second time around. Maybe I made it further than I think, but man, I mean, I had enough trouble with some of the guys at the end of the first time through. And then the second time through was nuts. Parkman, is he the catcher in the second one? All right, I'll play the 9th. All right, Shady, are you still around? Yes. Shady, what stadium? Oh, wait. He was on a different team, maybe, Parkman? The first or the second movie? I've only seen the second movie a couple times. And I only saw Back to the Minors once. Is Parkman the guy from Chicago? Or is he the dude from the Triple Crown winner from the Yankees, the first baseman? Major League's epic. My dad took us to see that movie when I was in like 3rd or 4th grade. I don't think he knew how adult-oriented the movie would be. But he knew we loved baseball, so he took us to that movie. Oh, okay. He was in the second movie. Yeah, in the second movie, the home stadium is Camden Yards. In the first one, it's was it Milwaukee County or whatever county stadium where the Brewers played? I like Wii Sports. It was fun hitting home runs. I actually like, what is it, Wii Sports Resort? Last year, my nephew got a Wii U, and he got, not a Wii U, a Wii. He got the motion control expansion thing that you need to play some of the later Wii games. And they had a 3-point contest. That was fun. Like, that's what we did all Christmas night at my brother's house. Is we played, this was like last year. We were all playing a 3-point contest. Yeah, Serrano needs to work on breaking balls. Look at that. Steve Stewart, 3 for 5 with 2 ribbies. Bucky, 3 for 5. Oh, no. 1 for 5 with 3 ribbies. He had a 3-run shot. That's right. Ray Cleavers was 4 for 6. Willie Reynolds was 4 for 5. Bucky Crozier with his 41st. Jackson was his 31st. Connor Rasmussen throwing a big game. I don't like his windup. I'll have to try to remember to switch that. Yeah, you need the Motion Plus. That's fun. I don't think I played a game. I don't remember why I didn't play a game, but they had fun playing the game, an actual game. And then I tried the 3-point contest, and that was really fun. I actually just got 2 Motion Plus controls for Christmas, so I think I'm going to get that game and play the 3-point contest on it. What was I doing? What was I coming in here for? I guess I can change his... See, now this is another thing that I wish for online mode. They used to have an online league where you could use fictional players. But once you made them and started the league, you couldn't edit them anymore. And that kind of stinks because I would like to be able to edit numbers, names. Maybe I don't need to do names, but numbers and batting stances and stuff and like some of their gear. Just I wouldn't want to touch their attributes. Because sometimes you give a guy an animation and it doesn't look as good in the game, so you want to change it. So that's the kind of stuff that I would like if they do an online league. Again, with custom rosters. Like I say, right now it would just be a big step to be able to. I kind of like that one. It would be a good step just to be able to use fictional rosters in exhibition games. We'll try that one for his next start. Oh, I know what else I wanted to look at. I wanted to see when he's coming back. 1 to 2 weeks. Yeesh. I don't have that much time left in the season. Oh, I'd have to try ping pong and sword fight. They could be fun. Tanner Boyle. Who's that guy? Who's the Japanese player in Major League 2? Brendan Fraser, he would be the best one. Oh, okay. Brendan Fraser, what is it called? The Rookie? With Albert Brooks? He's like hitting home runs and breaking the scoreboard at Old Yankee Stadium and like striking everybody out. I got to leave. I saved it, right? I got to go out and pick a Shady Gaming Stadium. Masahiro Kamikaze Tanaka is a Japan player. Okay. Dottie Henson. Can you bring females into Major League rosters? Oh, that's cool. I might have to talk Mark into adding the lovely ladies to a team or to a season. Can make their uniforms pink. Uh-oh. Who's bullying in my thing? Oh, that's not bullying. Apparently, Doug didn't want you to say that word. But that's what they used to call it, right? They mentioned it in this game. All right, Shady. I still have a bunch in the queue I haven't even seen of yours, Shady. My Pirates are 83 and 52 and 25 in season 1. Is that good? Yeah. How and going into August? Yeah, that's very good. Or wait, you said at the end of August, we're going into September, right? Yeah, usually if you finish with 90 wins or higher, you're having a really good season. My brother and I, our records are ridiculously crazy. Oh, I just recorded this one. All right, Mark, thanks for popping in, man. Mr. Baseball. What the heck is his name? His buddy, too, right? His buddy is Serrano. Jack Elliott. All right, what's the other one? What is it? SG Live? Like that? Jack Elliott and his buddy who was already there. That's the same actor who plays Serrano. There you are. Oh, I don't want to look at that one yet. Go. Stop. Ah. Oh, this is a canoe one? I looked at this with Sewell, right? All the canoe parks. Oh, well, there you go. That makes it. Yeah. You're in very good shape then, hacker cop. I like the slide coming out of that tunnel. If I play in the Colorado one, I have to change the altitude. Oh my God, with the multiple uploads, they need to let us delete our stadiums. Words could be expensive, the lettering, definitely. See, 7 people in here, but only 2 people chatting. Say hello, everyone. I got 2 over on YouTube. Hello. I love the new blood. I am officially, by the way, affiliate level on Twitch. Woohoo. With a whopping 31 subscribers. There's Mile High John. I just recorded this one, too. Yeah, I can play here. I just got to fix the altitude. What did they say it was? 400 something? Alexa, what's the altitude of Dallas, Texas?
Dallas, Texas is 482 feet above sea level.
Philly Rado. So I did have questions, Shady. Is there a particular reason this is red? And then I noticed that this is darker than this guy, too. Actually, 3 on here, but yeah. I have found if you build in 24, sometimes gain more memory moving to 25. Yeah, that's a Sanders. Hey, is that A Sanders 91? Hello, sir. Doug says, no doubt, I really should just do the words early on and move on like that. Yeah, I think the memory, I don't think it adjusts right. I don't think it shows you. I think it shows you either have less or more than you really do at any given time. Oh, it's supposed to represent the ad space on the walls in CBP and cores. Citizens Bank Park, yeah. I've been to Citizens Bank, so I can vouch for this being very Citizens Bank. Fantastic. They have the concessions built right in. And this area was always so crowded. And right here is where I sat. I was sitting right in that area when I caught this batting practice ball from Giancarlo Stanton. He hit it. It would have been off the wall or like in this little gap. I reached over and caught it. It's the only time in my life. Only time. I mean, we're talking about when I was a kid. I never did it either. But the only time I ever brought a glove to a major league game, I freaking caught this in batting practice. And then the one of his I caught in Pittsburgh. It was the first pitch. I had a big tub of popcorn in my hand. And I remember it. It was like a superhero moment. Like the old school George Reeves Superman or something. I was watching the game and he hit this ball and everyone stood up around me and I stood up like this. And it would have hit my wife, but I just reached up and grabbed it and held it up. And then everyone in that section cheered. And there's a place that you can look up every pitch thrown and you can find it on MLB video or something like that. It's part of the MLB website. And I showed it. I showed it in one of the highlights. I think I was showing Sewell's canal build, one of his first builds way back in the day, like 23. But I showed the actual foul ball that he hit, and I caught it. So I have 2 balls hit by Giancarlo Stanton in the state of Philadelphia or Pennsylvania. How crazy is that? Zach, hello, sir. Zach. Your last stadium, dude, your best by far. Left field, freaking amazing, bro. I just recorded it. I was telling everybody all night. I can't wait for you guys to see some of these stadiums. So good. Uh-oh, am I missing something? I thought so too, Hacker. I thought it was more, but I got an email saying, we would like to invite you to be an affiliate. I only have 31. Let's see, I think I still have it. Yeah. Nice work. You have leveled up to the Twitch affiliate. The Twitch affiliate pro allows you to start earning on your Twitch channel while you continue to build your audience and work towards partnership. Maybe partnership is 50? I don't know. Now, how do the subscriptions work here? Sewell's talking me through a lot of this stuff. All right, I got to save this, play my last game, and call it a night. Man, this has been a fun stream, though. I don't want to go to bed tonight. But I got to get up in the morning, and it's the first day I've had kids since... Sorry, Doug, we're going to record over yours. It's the first time I've had kids since Friday. Michael, there's Flip a Plan B. How's your remix stadium coming? Did you found Doug's, right? Fresh 1X? Zach, freaking amazing, dude. I can't tell you how much I loved it. Really? There's some other stipulations you have to have, Hacker Cop. Like you have to average a certain amount of streams or something, or a certain amount of viewers per stream. At least that's what Sewell told me. I don't know. All right, so what are you seeing? What am I missing that's like an illusion? But I like the green wall. Good choice using the Philly batter's eye if you're going to mix Colorado and Philly, since they don't have the Colorado batter's eye. All in here is cool with the nature aspect. Studio 44 love tier. And then this is definitely the style of Upper Deck in Philly. It's excellent. It's a good stadium to play in. Okay, good. Well, listen, don't feel the pressure, man. I'm not done with mine either. Wow, 6 viewers on YouTube right now. Welcome, everybody. We're about to play Ricky Davis League game and Shady Gaming 25's mashup build for Sewell's latest challenge. Next week on Tuesday, I guess it was, Sewell and I decided we're going to show all the remixes. I've done a lot of work on Jeff Tangi's, but I have a lot more to do. So I have to ignore the call of Skyward Sword and get that done. I'm only on right now because I recorded two-thirds of the next Stadium Extravaganza video. All the shit was set up, and I figured I have to play my games anyway. I might as well jump on and play. I mean, this is how I usually end up streaming. Hey, he's back. Look at that. I just looked at him. Is eligible reinstated from the injured list, but they'll still be injured for about 1 or 2. I guess auto. I mean, I think we can activate him, right? I'll see what they did after the game. Maybe I'll play in these. These are fun. No, I'll do one of these. I'll do the black ones. There we go. I'm going to check out my dog. Yeah, I'm going to go try to let my dog out. Check this out, guys. Are you ready for this? Look how fancy Philly's getting. My apologies, fellas. Figured I might as well use the restroom myself while I was up. My old man, my old Charlie, he has to, I don't know. He has like part dementia, dog dementia, or I know the diabetes plays a role in it where he can't go to the bathroom or he can't hold it as much. So, like during the day, he would poop and pee in the house. So, we started training him to use these pads. It's like a diaper you just put on the floor. And then, what's going on here? Why am I in spring training? And then I got to the point where he was having pee accidents throughout the house. So, we got dog diapers for him. And it was pretty much, he was just having the accidents after dinner, after his dinner. So then, oh, hey, Sanders, you out? I saw Zach's out too. Goodbye, guys. Have a good night. Thank you so much for dropping in. My apologies. It was right when I was going to let the dog out. But he would, if we were home, the dog would still let us know that he had to go to the bathroom. But now it's to the point where he doesn't even do that. So I have to like guess. So if he's like laying down all night and all of a sudden I hear him getting up, then I have to go out and check on him and make him sure he's going to the bathroom instead of peeing in those pads, which is fine. I mean, that's what they're there for. But at the same time, they cost money, you know? And so do the diapers, and he pees in his diaper. He's very frustrating right now with this guy because he doesn't eat very well, and we're supposed to have him eat so he can have his insulin. When he was first diagnosed, man, we thought he was a goner because he was just so blah all the time, and he wouldn't eat at all. But it finally got to the point where we just needed to adjust his insulin levels, and he'd be great. So, I don't know. I'm sorry. Zach, sorry we missed you, buddy. It's not an easy dog to own right now. But, you know, I'm not going to get rid of my dog because he can't stop peeing in the house after I've had him for 13 years, right? He'll be 14 in July. Old man. Okay, like this and like that is how I want it. All right. Man, did I pick the wrong time to get up or what? Yeah, he's a little guy. He's Chihuahua, Terrier, Papillon mix. Those three are the main ones. I got my wife a DNA test for Christmas for him. It's like $100. You send in his saliva, and they can tell you what breed he is or what mixture he is. He could also tell you if anybody else has registered a dog in the area who might be related to him. I thought that was a pretty cool gift because my wife is in love with that. I mean, we're both in love with the dog, but he's driving us both out of our minds right now. And I feel so guilty being mad about it because he's old, you know? But it takes him an hour. It takes an hour to get him to eat for breakfast and dinner sometimes. And it's not because he's, you know, sick or anything, because he comes and begs us at the table for our food. He's a picky damn eater. And it's like, you know what, dude? If you don't get to eat now, you don't get to eat because he's supposed to eat 12 hours apart. The vet told us, and I've heard it, it's very hard to manage insulin dosages for a dog. So we've had to adjust it up and down a bunch of times. It's been tough. But he's our little guy. He's been through a lot. He only has one eye. He's got bad knees. He doesn't stop itching. We have him on 2 different allergy medications. We give him a monthly shot and Apoquil regularly for allergies and itching. He's got these 2, I don't know if cysts is the right word, but he itches so much he catches them and opens them up and makes them bleed. I have pictures where it looks like he's been shot. If anything could go wrong with the dog, it has been wrong with my little Charlie. We named him Charlie. We named all of our pets. I mean, we've only had 5. We had 3 cats. We had a dog that we bought to be Charlie's roommate, but they weren't getting along, so we rehomed the new guy. We named him Frank. We named Charlie after Charlie Day, and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. You know, because he's smaller. He's got a high-pitched voice. He loves cheese, and we can find him laying in the crevice of a couch. I don't know if you guys are Sunny fans. We named our cat Baxter. He was our first cat. Baxter, after Anchorman dog, who we think was named after Ted Baxter from the Mary Tyler Moore Show. Our second cat was Butters. And our third cat was Jovi. Because we were originally going to get a male cat, because a friend of my wife's had kittens. And she went over to meet all the cats. And we were going to get another male cat and name him Buddy from Elf. But Jovi came up to my wife and just loved on her, and my wife fell in love with her back. So we got the girl cat, and we're like, we were going to do 3 Bs, but if we're going to name it after Elf, we might as well go with Jovi. Oh, man, 2-2. He would probably love Milkshake, Shady Gaming. I unfortunately can't give him jelly beans. Or grilled Charlie. Because there's a lot of ingredients with peanut butter or with sugar in the grilled Charlie. Hacker Cop, if it were up to me, I would never own an animal. We both made the decision that, especially me, I'm too greedy. I'm too selfish with my time to have kids. And we made that decision. So my wife and I, we don't have kids. And I would rather not deal with all this stuff with the dog either. And I fought my wife for years on it. So finally I said, we'll go cat. We'll get cats. And then we got the cats. And then my mother-in-law, son of a bitch, who worked at a humane society in the area, found this little dog who was living with an elderly lady who passed away and was brought to the Humane Society because he didn't have a home. And my mother-in-law sent a picture to my wife, who then sent the picture to me, and we both fell in love with this adorable little guy. And just through a picture, he's the cutest freaking thing you'll ever see in your life. Even with one eye, the little shit is adorable. But I really want to fight getting a new one. I don't think it'll take much after everything we've gone through with this little guy. Right now, he can't see very well out of his one eye. He can't hear very well. Come here, buddy. I heard you come back downstairs. Get out of here, ball. Get. Yeah. Adrian Soriano. Come here, buddy. He can't hear shit anymore. I love dogs. Just like kids. I love kids. But I love it also when I get to walk away from them and don't have to feed them and take them to the vet and to the doctor and to soccer practice, because I fucking hate soccer. Baseball practice would be a little bit different, but I don't have to take him to the dentist and buy him dentures and retainers and school clothes every year. I'm too greedy with my time, especially, and with my money too. And I know that that's something that you need because I've seen parents who want a kid just because they see someone else with a cute kid and they're like, oh, let's get one of those. So we can dress him up and he'll be really cute and we can put a little dress on her if she's a girl. Come here, buddy. Come on. Charlie. Come here. He's looking up at the counter. He's in the kitchen. Charlie, come here, buddy. Being a parent's more about just wanting to have a cute kid where people can say, oh, look how cute he is. Look how cute he is. And be his best friend. And that's part of the problem is everybody treats their kids like they're their best friends right now. And that's why kids are spoiled, entitled little brats, because no one wants to discipline their kids because they want a buddy, not a kid. I've chased away all my viewers talking about dogs. Why am I still playing this? Quick manage. See, this is why I lose a lot of my games. Where'd he go? Is he in there pissing or shitting someplace? Jack Ruzicka. It's the first time I've ever had him on my team. Leads off the inning with a home run right in the exact same spot Adrian Soriano just was. Are you a Gen, what is it, Z? After Memorial or after Millennium? Millennial? Technically my wife's a millennial. Like just barely. I'm just barely still in I'm just barely a Gen X. Give Frank some rum ham. Yeah, we did, Shady Gaming. I don't know if you heard, but I just mentioned at one point we had a dog for Charlie to be his friend, and we were going to name him Friend. They were going to be the Gruesome Twosome because they're going to be living together. They're going to be roommates. And they just didn't get along. We kept them for about a week, but my guy's a little food aggressive. So he's a little selfish when it comes to his meals. He's like, Frank, you stay in your own damn bowl, and it led to troubles. My wife saw something more than I did. She made the ultimate decision, and if my wife has to get rid of the animal, then it's not a good thing because my wife will do whatever it takes to to keep her pets and to keep them happy and to keep them healthy and safe. So I didn't see it as much. I think there was one time she took him to her mother's campgrounds, and they fought pretty good. And that's what ultimately led to the decision. And I wasn't there, so I didn't see it. Ooh, 6-3. All right, we got ourselves a ball game here. The PFP you see is a cartoon character of my favorite show I grew up watching when I was a little sister. The PFP. Oh. Your little avatar bubble thing? I can't really see. I see a green guy. Is that a green guy? Michael, I haven't got any submissions from you in a while. Are you still making stadiums? I know there was one point you said, hey, just pick one. But listen, dude, Mike, if you're still here, I got to be honest. I'm not always the best at remembering which ones I've shown and which ones I haven't. So if you have a stadium you need shown, man, let me know. I do remember at one point, I think it was a premiere or a live stream, you said, hey, just pick a stadium and show it. And I did it for a couple. But I confess, man, okay, send them my way, man, please, in a form. I'll sneak it in the next video. I'm still recording. I got another portion to record. Hopefully, I'll do it tomorrow. Send them my way in the form, and I'll get them shown, dude. I've been meaning to ask you about that for a while now, actually, because I think I ran into you at one of stream, maybe Sewell and I dual stream that we did. Dennis and the Frank. No, it wasn't Frank who was the food aggressor. It was Charlie. Like my sister brought her German Shepherd puppy over. He was just a tiny little dog, maybe about the same size as Charlie at the time, maybe a little bigger. But she brought him over for a party that we were having outside because she wanted to, introduce him to people. And what do they call that? There's like a term for that. But you're supposed to have your dog meet like 200 people or something like that. Great, Michael. Thank you. I really do want to see him. I did. Oh, okay, yeah. It's Charlie. He's the dick. Like that same party, I lived with my grandma for a couple months after we sold our first house and we're looking for a second one. She needed a roommate to help her with some bills, and we wanted to be able to just move into a house when we found one and not have to wait for the sale of ours. So when we sold our house and everything closed, we moved right into my grandma's, and that way, whenever we were ready to go, we could just go. So it was a good situation. But anyway, he knew my mom very well. My mom was always at my grandma's house, and at the party with the other dog, he bit my mom because she was going to pick up food off that she dropped off the floor, and Charlie thought it was the other dog going after it. Because even back then, he was not seeing well. He had bad cataracts in his eyes, and finally, the pressure built up so badly in one that a vein popped. So that's why the eye had to go. Oh my God, I have pictures of him after the surgery. Ugh. He's been through so much, that little guy. If you want to play another RDL game tonight, you can load one up after this game. I can't do it today, Mike. I'm sorry, man. I got to get to bed after this game. I shouldn't be playing right now. It's almost 2:00 in the morning. Oh, it's after 2:00 in the morning. I got to be up at 6. Maybe another night though, definitely. I shouldn't even be playing right now. I should be fast forwarding my team pitching. Oh, they're still rocking Cliff Fox. He started out so good for me when I got him, but he's been getting touched up lately. Yeah, he's my guy. I love him, but he's been through a lot. I mean, I was shocked when we took him to the vet. And I was like, we noticed this little cloud in his eye. I mean, how do we fix that? Like drops or something? And they're like, oh, that's cataracts. He's like 90% blind. So he had the surgery to remove the bad one. And because he only had one left, they had to do surgery to remove the cataract on the other one, which was a big risk, but they wanted to take it to make sure he wasn't completely blind. And now there's no cataract in there. You can't see anything, but he still doesn't see very well. With one eye, you don't have very good depth perception. But he came home with us. They gave him the birthday. They don't really know his birthday, but they assigned July 4th to him just by guessing on how old he was when the Humane Society got him. So we celebrate his birthday on the 4th of July. So I think he was born on July of 2013 or maybe 12. I don't know. And then we actually got a hold of him. We brought him home in January of either 13 or 14. I think it was 14. No, it was 13. Definitely 13. So he was born in 2012. And we brought him home in January of 2013. Yeah. Damian Lyons is in the game. He's new to my team. He's a new player. I'm going to have to add his attributes to the old Excel file here. Nine to 6, high scoring game. Yeah, Shady Gaming. This is very good. I like it. Fun mashup of the two stadiums. I originally had Washington and no one before or after Washington. I gave up Washington right away. I love Washington Stadium. I just don't know what to do with it. What you could incorporate into a new stadium. To combine it with another one. So then I got Cincinnati, and I was like, okay, there's plenty with Cincinnati I can bring over. And then the second one was St. Louis, and I thought about doing it again because I knew someone already had St. Louis, but I got ideas in my head right away that I wanted to do with St. Louis, so I kept Cincinnati and St. Louis. Oh, what the fuck am I swinging at? Yep, we did a challenge, Hacker, where you had to mash two stadiums. We had some interesting stadiums. I recorded a couple from Sewell's Challenge. I have a rule where if there's a stadium built for Sewell's Challenge, I won't show it until it was shown on his channel first. His challenge, his thing. I don't want to show it on this channel until you've seen it there. But he did that, so I have his blessing to show him again. So I recorded this one. I recorded Wrigley Ravine, which, was it Dad Bod? No. Was it Rico? I think it might have been Rico. Man, I'm just swinging at everything. It's obviously a mashup of Wrigley and the Dodgers. And then Dad Bod. His was my favorite. Yeah. His was Fenway Park in Kansas City. Two ballparks I really like. I mean, it's the Red Sox. I fucking hate the Red Sox. And the stadium I hear is falling apart and is an absolutely horrible place to watch a game at. But, watching games on TV there, with the history between the Yankees and the Red Sox, I'm a Yankee fan. It's pretty crazy. So it's a legendary stadium. I can respect and appreciate that. Hacker Cop, may I ask where in the world you hail from? Yeah, they're trying to get a new stadium there. The new ownership wants a downtown stadium. And I hear the Chiefs want to move out of Kansas, right? Are they in Missouri or in Kansas? I don't remember, but if they're in Kansas, they want to move to Missouri. But if they're in Missouri, they want to move to Kansas. So, yeah. Ooh, I need to take this a little bit more seriously. I'm down. I'm only up 3 runs here. All right, I can sub one more. Next to bat. They brought it up, and there we go. Yep, Dylan Clark. Did they? Daniel Wainwright. He wasn't even warmed up. Well, listen, the next Stadium Extravaganza video that comes out, set your notifications. And you're welcome, Hacker Cop. We have so much fun in the live premieres. Watching the premiere and chatting in the chat box and stuff. Please join us. It's so much fun. You'll see what he did with it. And he pulled it off beautifully. It's like one of my favorite stadiums I've ever seen. It's so good. It's my kind of build. Dadbot has always been one of my favorite guys. And this mashup he did was amazing. When I first heard it, it was like, I don't know if that'll be that fun. just mashing up two regular stadiums because I'm not much of a rebuilder. I've had to do re I've had to rebuild versions of the White Sox stadium and the Indians, and I ended up having fun with both of them. So I put that in my memory bank when I decided to join the challenge. And then when I got the two stadiums I did, things just clicked, and I really like how mine turned out. I need to take this seriously. I need to get some more insurance runs here. Yeah, I like the mashup. What about the remix challenge, Shady? Did you like the remix? Shady Gaming also says the Chiefs are officially signed to move out by 2030. Okay. So where were they? Where are refresh my memory? Are they in Missouri or Kansas, and they're moving to the other one, right? And they're worried about the Royals doing the same thing. Oh, Bucky Crozier does it again. That was a contact swing too, going oppo about 7 rows deep. You had the bet. Oh, me? Oh, thanks, Shady. I liked it. Listen, I think Dad Bods is the best. After getting a good look at that today, ugh, so good. The Chiefs are officially signed to move out. This was a fun challenge. They move into Kansas. Okay, so right now they're both teams are in Kansas City, Missouri. Okay. What else was I going to ask you? I don't remember. Oh yeah, did you like the remix challenge? Whose did you have? I have yours, right? You sent it to me in the queue. I have that laid out. Everybody who sent me one, I have it laid out in a different file on my phone, away from my normal stadium extravaganza list. Get down, ball. Better because I'm sending my runner. Oh, there's 2 outs anyway. Big DJ who homered in the last game. Woo! Smokes went down the line, but foul. Yes, that's the main ask of everybody right now, Hacker. Bullpen's got to come off the field. In the year 2021, when Stadium Creator was introduced in MLB The Show, the 2 worst ballparks in the entire league had bullpens on the field. Maybe the only 2. I can't remember if San Francisco had moved theirs off or not. San Francisco and Wrigley were like some of the last 2 to move theirs off the field. But how do you make that the norm for every stadium created when even minor league teams don't even have bullpens on the field anymore? I mean, come on. It's such a dangerous thing to have those stupid mounds, outfielders running and tripping over them, and then, catchers are getting line drives off their back. Yeah, the Trop and the Coliseum, the 2 worst parks in the league. The only 2 stadiums that had them at the time. All right, Willis, let's go. All right, I'm up a lot now, so I can relax a little bit on this. I'm only up 4. I guess that's not a lot. We'll do it at bat by at bat. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whew. Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with fast forwarding pitching. I mean, I do it when I'm not streaming too, but I mean, you don't see much of the stadium when you're pitching anyway. When you're hitting, you got the whole outfield pretty much in your view. I'm actually a Rays fan, by the way, and I'm excited they're finally approving a new stadium. Thank God. Yeah, I heard today Brody Brazil. I watch him a lot on YouTube. I saw he put out a video out today that they've agreed with a college campus that's like right across the street from where the Buccaneers play. They're agreeing to chat and talk and see if they can come to an agreement about maybe sharing that spot. Apparently, the college wants to do like more of a high rise situation for some of their buildings because the stadium would obviously take up a lot of room, but they want to share the land. And I know that's a bummer for where the stadium is now because a lot of it had to do with the county, right? Is it Pinellas or something like that? I've started watching Brody within the last year or so. Yeah, I like Brody Brazil. He's got good stuff. His channel's very clean. I mean, he's a pro. He used to be an Oakland guy, right? Because he showed a video of him getting like choked up when the Coliseum closed down. Did you see my concession stand area under right field? I had Scotty Warren. You saw it already downloading. It turned out good. I tried to add on the stadium more than anything else. Under the right field. I don't think I got under the right field area, Shady. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll try to remember to go back and record it because I do have more to record. I definitely highlighted back there, and I highlighted the wiffle ball field because I remember going to Bank One or Citizen Bank Park and watching these kids hit wiffle balls, and I wanted to be like Will Ferrell in Old School and just grab the kids by their heads and go and just throw them out of my way and say, throw me some pitches. I want to hit some wiffle balls in here." I was a 39-year-old dude in there wanting to hit wiffle balls with this line of kids there. They had some staff member throwing them pitches. I think they did like a home run derby type situation. I wanted to just go blah, blah, blah. Okay, give me that bat. I would love to. Oh, Jesus. Swing the bat, dude. I'm staring at freaking pitches and swinging at the ones that are shit. All right, what is this, the 9th? All right, we can throw the 9th. Dylan Clark, this guy's a beast. He went yard earlier in the game. Okay, yes, it's currently in St. Petersburg, which is Pinellas County. The Buccaneers play in Tampa, which is Hillsborough County. The college across the street is Hillsborough Community College. Oh, okay. And the Yankees are right there, too, right? They're minor league comp where the Rays played last year. Steinbrenner Field is right there. Kitty corner from the Buccaneers Park. I'm all for it. Okay, it's right next to Raymond James, and Steinbrenner's a no-brainer to get the shovels in the ground by the end of this year. That'd be fantastic because I know at one point Rob Manfred said he wants Oakland and Tampa's new stadiums figured out before they expanded, and now maybe they can really seriously look into expanding. And it is a little tough for like the Orlando Dreamers because I know at one point they were saying, "Hey, Tampa Bay, they're Rays, come move up here." But I can't see them getting an expansion team with the Rays and Miami there, especially when Miami does so poorly. And I guess it'll be something to see if the Rays do well with a new ballpark and a new location. Because I know, like, there was people calling it an embarrassment to see the Rays in the playoffs and see upper deck seats empty. It just doesn't look good for baseball. Baseball is probably the least popular sport of the major three, and you can't have playoff games with all those empty seats. It just does not look good. But I know that stadium it's a dump. It wasn't even made for professional baseball, right? Wasn't it made for like hockey? And they wanted a team, so they transformed it. Am I right with that? Nashville, Portland, Montreal. Yeah. Nashville was the last I heard. And I hear at one point I heard that Salt Lake City was really fighting for one too. So probably out of those four, I can't see Orlando getting it, being so close to Tampa and the way those two teams have struggled. But, oh man, guys, this was such a fun stream. Thank you guys for showing up. I went to Steinbrenner last year for a Rays game. It was rainy and somehow a good enough experience. Well, that's good. I mean, if you're going to play in a minor league or a spring training facility for an entire season or for a good chunk of the season, it might as well be the Yankees. They're going to go all out for it. And it was cool of the Yankees, and I'm not just saying this because I'm a Yankee fan, to extend that invitation to them and let them change a bunch of shit. But yeah, that was cool for them that they were able to pull that off, and I'm glad that I wouldn't miss the Trop, but it's good that they're not going to have to play a second season in some other shitty park, some small park. And who knows, maybe with the renovations they can find ways to make the stadium a little bit better. But I don't know. He said they mainly used it for monstrous truck shows actually before baseball. It should have never been a major league park. I agree. Hitting balls off the rafters every 5 minutes? Come on. Plus, I hear the location is shit. But, oh well. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for sticking around. I'm glad I got these games in. I'm not glad that it's probably going to be 3 o'clock before I actually get to sleep. But I was actually on a regular schedule for once. I was tired by 10, 11 o'clock, asleep before 11:30 and getting up feeling good at 6. But I knew eventually I'd have to get back at recording and get off that. Let's see. My throat gets sore from blabbing away for 2 hours. I said over my Christmas break I wanted to record making a stadium. Or not record it, live stream it. And I'll do that eventually. Shit, why is that so? Don't get on my baseball. My first foul ball is a mess. Because my little sister didn't know what kind of ball it was. She found it laying around the house and was bouncing out on the sidewalk out front. We were just kids at that time. I got a line drive foul ball from Devon White in the old Yankee Stadium. It was raining, so we got out of our normal seats. There's the lower field level section, and then there's a walkway, and then there was a upper. And we had moved to the upper because it was raining. And the ball hit a bunch of umbrellas, slammed into the railing in front of us, and rolled out into the walkway, and no one was there, so I ran right out and grabbed it. I have 2 foul balls and 2 batting practice balls. The first batting practice ball was from 2000. Glenn Allen Hill hit it at Yankee Stadium. I literally had to shove my wife out of the way because that ball was heading right for her, and she wasn't paying attention. So I shoved her out of the way. It hit the seat, and I grabbed it. And then I told you the Giancarlo Stanton stories. Just ripped it out of a kid's hand sitting in that section I told you about in the Philly Park. And then Giancarlo Stanton, I just grabbed it. Mainly use it for monster truck shows. Yeah, okay. All right. I'm out of here, fellas. Thank you so much for sticking with me so late. Shady Gaming. Love the park. Be on the lookout for the next extravaganza video. That park is going to be highlighted in it. Michael, if you get those into me ASAP, I will record one before I, wrap up recording on the current stadium extravaganza. I think right now I plan on recording 8 more stadiums, so you would be the 9th. Hacker, again, thank you so much for joining me. Be on the lookout for those retro games, and email me about judging if you haven't already. I appreciate you hanging with me, and like I said, I always love the new blood to the channel. All right, thanks, guys. I'm out.